Alright, welcome back to another episode of Driveway. Today we got a bunch of stuff that we can start working on, and we'll just start chipping away at everything we got in the shipments, and hopefully we'll get somewhere by the end of the video. Who knows if it's going to be one video, two videos, or whatever. Not really trying to milk it here, just trying to stay within budget, within a time frame. So, anyways, you can see I got a different shirt here, kind of rocking the new shirt design that I kind of created. Had a guy paint up a couple pictures to go with, so you can take a look at some of those things on the merchandising part on the website, but there's only one that's branded here. Others of them are just Crossfire branded. So hopefully they turn out halfway decent. This one here, if you get really up close with it, you can tell that the company that makes them wasn't necessarily fully on pallet, but kind of is what it is, so that's what we got going with. So before I get tackling this thing here, I gotta switch shirts here, paint a couple boards for the house so I can still move forward on that part, and then we'll get back out here and finish doing some building. Alright, so I think we got everything all lined up, and we can just start working on our whole power steering system. So let's just get rolling here and skip all the BS. Alright, so you can see where we put our pressure line into the power steering pump here. And this is just using the stock line. It's not routed the best, but the way I see it, it works. You can shut the hood and everything kind of out of the way. So, works for me. I did have to bend this line here pretty decently, but I pretty much used a pry bar to line up in there, so I had something to bend the tube against. So all in all, that turned out halfway decent. One point in life I might have a new hose reworked, but this keeps it away from the exhaust. So this kind of enters our next phase of where do we mount a reservoir. Now I picked up this little guy off of eBay for like 30 bucks. The same thing was sold on Amazon for like 49 bucks, but eBay was quite a bit cheaper. It's actually a pretty nice little aluminum setup, 5/8 out, 3/8 in. So it should be perfect for all their little setup. Now, as I was looking at this, I was thinking we could mount something here or so, but I think I want to reserve this spot for running where we put the oil filter and stuff like that. So I came up with this nice little flat spot by the firewall here. It's like there's a flat spot of this inner fender that will work quite nicely for this. Maybe something along the lines of that. So I'm going to draw where I want that to be. And then I can see where we can put our bracket to hold that thing in. Alright, so I bent and painted this bracket yesterday. It's kind of one of those things that no matter how much you try to do stuff, certain things will slow you down really bad. Like I probably spent a couple hours just making this stupid bracket because I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it, how I wanted holes, and so on and so forth. But this should pretty much allow us to come in here and we can get a couple holes going. Hopefully all line up, and if not, well, that's life. Yeah, let's try that approach out. Got our piece of sheet rubber here. Yeah, that fits a lot better. But we gotta make sure we get it on the right side. There we go, that should do. Now we should probably make sure the hood shuts. Oh yeah. Looks good to me. So now we just jam our hose here. Trying to see, like, should we go this way? I'm thinking maybe around that hose. Maybe just straight around. So maybe something like that. Well, we ain't gonna win any awards for that running of it, but looks good enough. Next stop is the return line. So I was thinking get a hose clamp on there, and then I have this filter for automatic transmission or power steering, so we can just jam that guy in there. Get another hose clamp here. Get its clamp tightened down wherever I put that screwdriver. Now we just gotta plug it into our cooler and then get the return line. Alright, so we're down here on the bottom side of the bumper, and we're going to mount this little guy up here or something. Who knows exactly how I'm going to mount this thing. But for now, we're just going to zip tie it. Mainly because I still have to figure out where this intercooler piping is coming from. And hopefully I have enough room to bend it away from here. So we'll just stick with the zip tie approach for now. Alright, that's a hose. Alright, so now let's keep our fingers crossed this hose will actually go where it belongs. Oh yeah, we'll have to come up with a hard mount for it because that's not working very well. Okay, well anyways, that brings us up here. And we just tuck that away under there. Oh yeah, that works. Alright, so that's not too bad for a day's work. Got this all mounted up. It's not going anywhere. Got a place to put all the power steering fluid now. So yeah, that works for me. Well, we're slowly clipping along. Some of this stuff takes pretty much forever to do. It's like in one weekend you can put an entire engine and transmission in, and in another weekend you're just plumbing a power steering reservoir. Oh well, at least it's another thing off the list, and we can keep moving forward. Next time we're definitely going to have to address this exhaust here, because we're getting real tight with these hoses, so we should have enough room to bring it down and shoot straight down and figure out where we actually need to go down here. So might be a couple complicated bends in there, but we shall just start plugging away at it. Got that. And then we should be able to start getting hoses for the radiator to get that plumbed in. So yeah. Then after that, we need oil. So once we get the oil hoses in, oil cooler, we can get the pressure hose over to the turbo, and then the drain into the oil pan. Then we'll have all the oil rigged up. Then we have to finish tackling the fuel and fixing this firewall protrusion thingamajig that I messed up. So, that's probably the plan for the remainder of this month, and we'll just see how we go from there. Hopefully I didn't blow too much of the piggy bank getting to this point, but thanks again for stopping by and watching, and hopefully you're enjoying some of this slow stuff. If not, oh well, it is what it is. So, thanks again for stopping by, and we'll have to see you later.